We're going to begin this hour, though, with a very serious story that we've been following for years. As of you, there are reports that a major settlement is close in one of this country's most notorious cases of sexual abuse. We are talking about former Team USA gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar here. He is serving decades in prison for those crimes. The Wall Street Journal reports the Justice Department has agreed to pay around $100 million to about 100 survivors of Nassar's abuse. Many of them, as you may recall, testified on Capitol Hill back in 2021 about the government's failure to investigate Nassar despite multiple complaints. Caitlin Huey-Burns has the story.
The scars of this horrific abuse continue to live with all of us.
Years after some of the top names in U.S. gymnastics told lawmakers the FBI ignored and mishandled their claims of Larry Nassar's abuse, the Justice Department is taking action.
Not only did the FBI not report my abuse, but when they eventually documented my report 17 months later, they made entirely false claims about what I said.
The DOJ is nearing a settlement with around 100 survivors of Nassar's misconduct, following a 2021 federal report that found FBI officials failed to respond to the Nassar allegations with the utmost seriousness and urgency. It also found 70 or more young athletes were allegedly sexually abused by Nassar after the first complaint against him was filed with the agency in 2015.
There were people at the FBI who had their own chance to stop this monster back in 2015 and failed, and that is inexcusable.
Earlier this year, CBS News spoke with Maggie Nichols, one of the first women to report Nassar to USA Gymnastics officials.
It seems the FBI let you down as well.
Yes.
How so?
Just not approaching the situation correctly and not doing what they're supposed to do, not protecting us.
Rachel Denhollander isn't part of this settlement, but was the first woman to make her claims against Nassar public.
What does this kind of settlement mean?
I'm grateful for a measure of accountability, just a recognition that they didn't do what they should have done.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Caitlin Huey-Burns in Washington.
You know, I think there will never be enough money to compensate what
I
they
was
went
thinking the
through.
same
There
thing,
will
Gayle.
never be
There's
enough.
no money on earth that will ever give them back their innocence and they were robbed of.
So much could have been avoided if people had just listened to them, including our own government.
Absolutely true.
That's it. I'm glad that they're getting compensated this way, but it's awful, awful, awful story.
We can't go back in time, and money after the fact
No,
does
you
not
can't.
change it.